Welcome. That's the beginning of our practice today. And we're going to begin standing. Let's start as we mean to go on with a bit of energy, a bit of action, a bit of revitalizing the body. So we're standing. Let me just change that a little bit. There we go. And obviously, this is the best way that I find. This is what I do every day, which is my energizer, I call this, bringing the sides of the feet together. Really, I mean, I know you have different shapes of legs, but try and squeeze together. Doesn't matter if they actually connect properly. And we're going to come up on our toes, and we're going to lift the arms up and inhale strongly, interlink the fingers. We're stretching up very strongly here. Lifting the heels high, squeezing the arms together, squeezing the legs together, holding the breath in, and then releasing slowly through the nostrils. And the arms coming down slowly to the sides. Good. Let's try that again. Breathing in. Interlink the fingers, stretch up, hold the breath in, lift the heels high. Really extend the body and squeeze the sides together. Hold. And then release slowly and softly. Breathing out through the nostrils, slowly and softly. Let's do one more of these. Inhale. Strongly and brightly. Extend up. Lift the heels high. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the arms together. And release softly and slowly. Arms coming down. Good. Arms coming down slowly and softly. Just see how that feels for a second. Put the feet apart, back hips width apart, lift the shoulders up high, breathing in. And out through the mouth. Let them drop. And again, breathing in, squeeze the shoulders up high. And let them drop down, out through the mouth. All the release we need. Breathing in, squeeze the shoulders up high. Out through the mouth. And now we're going to take the feet a bit further apart, bend the knees, and come into these lovely Tai Chi twists, flowing and loosening everything up. Let the arms swing heavily, like cooked spaghetti. That's my new way of looking at these arms. They're completely floppy, heavy. They're just swinging around the body, backs down, smack into the lower back, and then come to a stillness, slowly come to a stillness. Good. Give the back a little bit of pommel, lower back, give it a back of the hands. Give it some sound if you want to. Make some sound with me. You know, it makes it feel so much better when you make the sound. And put the hands to the front of the hips, hip flexors. Break that up. Oh yeah. A little bit of energy moving in the body. And the fingers on the chest. Oh yeah. Just enjoy that feeling. Okay. A little bit more lively now. So let's just meet the left knee, the right hand, and then we change that. So we're getting the energy repatterned with a cross lateral motion, keeping the body upright all the time. So it's not kind of like, you know, it's not floppy. The body is always engaged here. We're keeping the shoulders back and down. Chest is lifted. Good. And then we take the leg out to the side, the other arm comes over the head. So we're getting this kind of movement, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Really thinking about the body being long, extend, create space, breathing in and out through the nostrils to maintain your energy. Just noticing how the body's waking up with this. Good. And then we're going to do our fun one. So we come onto the ball of the foot. So you see the heels lifted. And we're going to just take the weight onto that a little bit, give it a little bit of a spring. Take the leg behind, meet it with the nearest hand. Yeah, so you're taking the left leg behind, it's the right hand. And the other arm goes over the head. So in motion, it looks like this. And this just brightens and lightens the mood. Whatever's going on for you today, we can always find that bright shininess that exists all the time. In the cloudiest moments, there's that bright, shiny vitality. So just standing now for a moment. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of breathing and moving just to settle ourselves before we come into some standing postures. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the heels high, bring the hands together above the head. And exhaling, bringing the arms down. The palms are coming down, the heels are coming down. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. So we're just keeping this nice, smooth. This is a great takeaway, you know. If over the coming weeks, over the holiday period, Christmas period, you're needing something, this is ideal. Just remember this one. You can just do this any time of day. Breathing in, lifting the arms up. Breathing out, the arms are coming down. We're trying to keep it smooth and steady, you know. We're just doing it without real mindfulness and focus. It's not really, we're not doing yoga practice. But we're lifting, coming up, the hands meet above the head, and then they come down and the heels come down. Out, breath, out, breath, out, breath, empty. Let's do a couple more, breathing in. Just notice how it impacts on your body and the connection between your body and your mind, on how you are feeling and the state, your state of being. Breathing in and breathing out, coming down to earth, bringing the heels down, feeling yourself embodied in this physical body. Just look at your feet to remind yourself you've got a physical body. Lift the toes really high, like you're trying to just feel that, how that really engages the energy in the feet. Place the toes down, lift the heels high again. So we're really stretching the front or the tops of the feet and bring the heels down. Okay, now we'll come to the front of the mat. Now we'll come into some standing postures. So triangle to begin. Let's get ourselves into this. So bring the weight onto the left foot and we step back with the right. So this nice right angle between the feet. Get the hips level to the long edge of the mat and facing there. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms wide. Exhaling, breathing out, we take the arm over to the left and down. Make contact with that left leg without pushing the knee back. You want to keep that softness in the knee, it's engaged. And lifting up away with the right hand, let it float up. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. Keep the neck, notice how the neck is in line. Some people, I can see this, you know, it's kind of hanging. Feels like, oh, I'm just going to let my head loll, but it's more effort and it will put much too much emphasis on one side of the body. So we keep that spine in line. Looking up at the right hand. Always have the option of taking that right hand behind as well. So you can just hold the lower back, put the back or front of the right hand on the lower back. Now we're going to come out of this. So use the inhale, bending into that left knee. Exhale, lower the arms down, bend into the right knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Change sides, weight onto the right, step back with the left. Land the feet, both of them evenly. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathe out, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest wide. Exhaling, reaching over to the right and down. Make contact with that right leg and reach up away with the left fingertips. Really send those shoulders down away from the ears. So the chest is opening. We're pressing against that right leg with the right hand. So we're twisting and trying to get the heart, the center of the chest, to look upwards to the ceiling. Soften the knees, remember. Soften the toes. Try and keep those legs lively. Keep the breath deep. Support yourself. Feel the stability of your body. Now use the inhale to come up. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Take a moment to lift the toes. Place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Feel your connection with the earth. And we're going to come into a reverse triangle. So again, same kind of distance, same kind of action. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right. Point both feet forwards now. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the fingers away from each other. Exhale, turn to your right. So you're looking down the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down to the outside of the right leg, or however low down you can get it. The ankle is good because you can hold on to it and reaching up away with the right hand. Looking up at the right hand. We're trying to keep the legs fairly straight, not locked in the knees if you can. Just soften those knees and breathe. So it's really going to feel restricted, your breath here. Try and breathe into that chest. It's really twisted here in the upper spine. One more breath in, and as you breathe out, bring the right hand down to the right foot, left hand over to the left foot. Bring the fingers to the center. Come up on the inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend. So we're just bringing the head close to the ground, flattening the hands if you can, lifting your tail. And see if you can just stay for another breath. Come up on the fingertips again, look forwards and upwards. Take the hands to the hips, breathe out. Now breathing in, you can hold the back if you need to come up to standing. And breathe out. So, other side. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in here. Exhale, turn towards your left leg, looking down that left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to the outside of the left leg, maybe down to the ankle, reaching up away to the ceiling with the left hand. Breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Just breathe deeply. One more breath in, and taking the left hand down on the out breath, taking the left foot, and the right hand goes over to the right foot. Bring the fingers to the center. Inhale, look forwards, look upwards with the eyes. Inhale, exhale, forward bend again. We're trying to bring the head close to the ground, trying to flatten the hands behind. Lifting the tail, so seeing how that feels on the legs, on the back. On a lot of the body actually is getting impacted by this forward bend. And now we're just going to come up on the fingertips, look forwards, and then let the body hang. So knees bend, and see if you can just come into this wide leg ragdoll by letting the body hang, arms flopping on the floor, just head is just turning, so you can release the neck, breathe in through the nostrils. Give yourself a sigh. Now start to take your attention to the base of the spine. Start to lift from that spot. Leave the arms hanging. Leave the knees bent. And slowly uncurl your whole body. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Slowly, slowly uncurl, unfold till you're standing. And then once you're standing, roll the shoulders back. Feel that release. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now we're going to come back to the front of the mat. So bend into the right knee and come back to the front of the mat. So settle yourself, check your feet again, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down slowly. I'm going to come into a peaceful warrior. So weight on the left foot, a big step back with the right. Big, maybe even bigger, shuffle it back a bit further. Toes pointing forwards on that back foot, hips level. Inhale, lift the arms, but lift the ribs, lift the chest, inhaling, exhaling, bring the arms to shoulder height. Inhale, expand all the points, the feet away from the center, the arms away from the center, and looking down the left arm, bending into that left knee. Try and keep it going in line with your toes. Don't forget to press back into that right foot. Without that press, we're going to be doing this, and we're already out of balance. Balance is key. Now we're going to come into the peaceful warrior. Breathe in. Exhaling, reaching back with that right hand and down. Try to make sure you don't start straightening up that left knee. Keep that nice strong bend. Lifting up the left arm, turn the palm and reach over the body. So the palm is facing the mat, facing the ground. Looking up on the inside of that arm, looking up at the ceiling. Strong back leg. Don't let that collapse. Straight and strong. You're pushing into that back foot quite a lot. Got lots of length in the left side of the body. Breathe deeply, enjoy this expansion in the body. Now we're going to use the inhale to lift up the arms and exhale, sink into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing in, breathing out. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, and we're going to come into front of the mat again. So bend into the right knee, a big bend if you've got a big step, and come forwards. Good. Yeah. Lift the toes up, place them down. Keep that grounding. Lift the heels, place them down. Feel the earth. Good. We need this ground. Right, weight on the right foot. Big step back with the left. For a warrior, a big warrior step. Toes pointing forwards. Square the hips. Keep this area really engaged. So pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, keep that lift in the chest, but bring the arms down. Inhale, limbs extending away from the center. Exhale, bending into that right knee, pressing into that left foot. So we've got this strong, stable, grounded position. Now we can come into peaceful warrior. Breathe in. Exhaling, reaching back with that left hand, but keeping that strength here and not letting that right knee start straight, keep it bent. And then letting that left arm reach down to the left arm, left leg, reaching the right arm to the ceiling, turn the palm and reach over the body, palm facing the ground. Really important, try and keep that bend in the right knee. Try and keep the balance between the feet. Also noticing if you're gripping with the toes, because this is more challenge for your balance. You know, you're looking up and the body's in an interesting position and it's strong. Now use the inhale to come back up. Arms coming up, exhale, arms extending away from each other. Left heel pushing back, right knee pressing forward. Strong. Feel your strength. Now use the inhale to straighten up. Exhale, lowering the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake. Let's have a shake up with some sound. Join me with the sound. So feet are about hips width apart, knees are going. Hips and the shoulders. It's always worth trying that because then you'll see why I do it. I do it because it feels good. So next posture. Actually, maybe we will have a little bit of a repose. Maybe this doesn't seem like a repose, but we're going to come into a squat. I'm trying to get this squat going on for all of us. Let's practice this. Maybe when we're opening our Christmas presents, we'll be squatting down by the tree. So letting the heels come down, or they're not down, putting something underneath them, back to the hands on the ground, let the head hang. Let's just release the hips for a second, breathing in. And out through the mouth. Breathing in. Through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Let's go one more of those, breathing in. And out through the mouth. Then coming up, lifting up, bringing the hands together and lifting the chest. Try and open the chest. Press the elbows into the insides of the knees, pressing the palms together. If you find yourself falling back, just put something underneath your heels. That will help. But also just taking the weight forwards between the knees. That's what will keep your balance. Breathe. Back of the neck is long. And then release. Bring the hands to the ground. We're coming into a ragdoll again. So knees are bent, body's hanging. Into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Let it go. Into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Now feel that sunshine in the base of the spine, rising up through your center. It's like rebuilding the whole spine, bringing sunshine, energy, light, release, spacious in the whole spine. Let's roll the shoulders back again. In fact, let's roll the whole arms back. Yeah. Lifting the elbows, opening the whole body, breathing in, looking up, breathing out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. I'm just having a look at this heart. We didn't do this before, so we're going to add this in now. Bring the fingers to the chest area, make some sound. Yeah. Again, lightening and brightening, shining up ourselves. So let's bring the feet again back to the front of the mat. We're going to come into warrior one now. So taking the weight onto the left foot, we step back with the right. We step back, that foot is slightly pointed out, and you might want to widen the stance here. So get the right hip forward, left hip back. Lots of warriors today. Point the tailbone down, really push that right heel. So it's quite strong there. Now inhale, we're going to have the hands actually out to the sides today. So we'll try and extend them out to the sides. We've got these points. These 2 points moving away here, and these 2 points moving away here. Breathing in and breathing out. Left knee is coming forwards, right foot is pushing back. So we get this very kind of balanced feeling, hopefully. And we have to extend the arms away from each other. Hips are both facing forwards. Shoulders down, neck is long, keeping the body upright rather than leaning forwards. So we're keeping it upright, pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. Good. Then you can go a bit deeper into this. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, and we're going to just step forward with the right foot, back to the front of the mat. Shift the legs, weight on the right. Step back with the left. It's a big step, maybe a couple of steps if you need to, or shuffle the feet. Get the hips both facing forwards. Now we lift the arms out to the sides, lift the chest, keep the shoulders down. Exhaling, bend into the right knee and let it hover over the ankle, no further than that. All the time we want to try and lengthen this right leg, so the right hip is coming back and the knee is going forwards, so length there. Lifting the chest, keeping the arms directly out, making sure they're not starting to sort of give up. So we're always extending, fingertip to fingertip. Keep the left hip pushing forward, the right hip going back, looking directly forwards. So it's a very steady, strong version of this warrior. Good. Now use the inhale to straighten the leg up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Now we step forward with the left foot, coming back to the front of the mat. Okay. We'll have a little interlude before we come into our balance. Let's bring in the gratitude prayer a bit early today. So we can come into this heart space. So feet hip width apart, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels up, place them down. It's a good time to acknowledge what we are grateful for, what is good, what is actually here. Now, breathe in. Breathing out, pointing the fingers towards the floor, looking down. And then as you inhale, you have that vision coming out to the sides. The fingers are extending all the time, making a huge circle, coming up together, watching the hands meet, and then bringing the hands down and breathing out. So we're really focusing. This is a mindful practice combined with movement, breathing in, lifting up, looking up, extending, reaching up. Exhaling, bringing the arms down through the center. So we now bring in the gratitude, pointing to the ground. What is maybe a sort of indication, the ground? What is this earth? What do you feel grateful for? To be in this body, to have this human experience, this physical life, this stuff that we see around us. What do we appreciate? Inhale, exhale. What we see around us, what we experience around us. And also, what do we appreciate and feel grateful for that is within us? You know, maybe isn't seen, it isn't tangible, we're not able to really put a finger on it. See if we can be grateful for as many things as possible. I challenge us all, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do one more. So really scoop up all of that energy up from the earth, out to the sides, reaching up, bringing these two hands together, the two polarities. We're bringing them in through the center and letting them just rest at the heart center, standing nice and tall, open. So feeling the feet on the ground, then closing the eyes briefly so that you can feel that centeredness, grounded, we're earthed, feet on the ground, and we feel that heart behind the hands here, that heart space. And how does it feel today? How is your heart? Really be interested and curious in your experience, in your inner world. And that's something to feel grateful for too as well, our inner world, our inner experience. Balance, okay. We're going to do the dancer today. So we're going to bring the weight onto the left foot. I'm going to take all the weight into that. And we're going to start lifting the right foot up, either taking hold of the outside or the inside. I'm favouring the inside. Thumb is going back if it's inside. Thumb going forwards if it's outside. So now we connect the thumb and the first finger together on the left hand. And we extend it up. We're reaching the fingers to the ceiling as we inhale. And as we exhale, we're trying to keep this lovely long line. You can see this line from the fingers here to the knee. But it's a lovely open, it's not a straight line. We're trying to get a nice curve on the whole of that line. So we're bending forwards and then we start taking the right toe away. So you notice then, as soon as I stopped that, I released that dynamic, it made me much more wobbly. So it's the dynamic which helps the balance. Breathing all the time. Try not to grip with the toes. Breathe, open the chest. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep it nice and expressive and open. Use the inhale to come up. Use the exhale to lower the arm down and lower that right leg down. Give everything a shake. Shake the limbs, shake the arms, reset. Okay, other side. So I bring the weight into the right foot. Standing up through that leg, taking the left foot with the left hand, inside grip or outside grip. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side. Connecting the thumb and the first finger into this mudra. See that? Stretching the fingers out. Inhaling, reach the fingers to the ceiling, to the skies. Exhale, taking the arm forward, taking the body with that, looking forwards. You know, where you're going, where you're headed, and then start to take the heel away from the backside. So you've got this lovely extension. And even the foot, you can sense or feel or acknowledge you're pressing the foot into the earth. The right foot. And the left foot is going skywards. Breathe deeply. Come up on the inhale. It's a strong pose. You don't need to stay that long. Right arm down on the exhale, letting go of the left foot. Try and come out smoothly and with some poise. Okay. So we're going to come into a wider leg stance now. And we're going to come again into a forward bend. But this time we're going to interlink the fingers just to kind of free up these shoulders. They have to do a lot of work then. So the fingers interlinked but relaxed behind the back. Let them just rest there. Elbows just relaxed out to the side. Breathe in, lift up the chest, look up. Exhale, leading with the chest. Soften the knees, but not bent. As you take the chest forward, so you'll feel this length here already and the engagement of the abdominals. The hands are rested on the back to begin, and letting the head come down to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out, and let the hands come away from the back and see how far away from the back you can get them. So they're coming over the body. And this is really a great way to free up the shoulders. We're not actually pushing them. We're just letting the weight of them do the work. Slightly soft knee, don't forget. Let the legs, let the head hang. Breathing in, breathing out. Now keep the breath in the nostrils. Just stay for another breath or two. Just see if there's a little bit more give. And then bring the hands, still interlinked, bring them to the middle of the back, center of the back, and just draw a circle with the hands still together on the back, drawing it clockwise to begin. And then as you draw it anti-clockwise, bend the knees a bit more. So we're going to uncurl nicely and easily. Find an easy way to come back up. And we'll just give the back a little bit more of a rub. Yeah. Good. Okay. We'll bring the feet together. Give the legs a little shake again. Give the arms a shake. Okay. Moving and breathing. We're going to do our half sun salute. It's a good time to do that. So check the feet again. This is a good thing to get into, is to get this habit to lift the toes, place them down, and look at the feet when you do this. And lift the heels and place them down. Very mindful. And it will help you feel more grounded in ungrounded and unsteady periods. Just that can help. So it's worth doing. It doesn't take very long. Inhale, lift the arms up. We're coming into half sun salute. Look up. Exhale, bend the knees. Lead with the chest. Bring the fingertips to the ground. Exhaling. Inhale, bring the hands to the knees. Look up, not just forward, and look up at the ceiling. And now exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees. Lifting up, looking up. Inhale. Exhale, arms coming down to the sides. Good. Inhaling. Look up. Reach up, exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards. Good, hands on the knees, open and long back, long legs and arms. Breathing out, still with straight legs, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Now eyes go up, hands go up, inhale goes up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, hands to the knees, look forward, look upwards. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, stretch up. Look up. Exhale, arms come down. Let's do a couple more a bit faster. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, knees bent. Inhale, straighten the knees, look forwards, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, down. Let's get a bit of energy moving. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Fingertips on the ground. Inhale, look forwards, look upwards, hands on the knees. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees now. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms coming down. Okay, just have a little bit of a back bend now. So back a little bit. That's going to feel good. Ah, yes, sigh. Now we're going to keep the feet, just checking again, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Again, grounding. Bend the knees. Take the hips forwards. Keep those knees bent. And we're going to just lift the chest. Take the elbows back as if the elbows want to meet each other behind you. Opening the front of the body, particularly the front of the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. And use the inhale to come back up to standing. Lift it up again. Let's just do a little Tai Chi Twist again, just to loosen that all up. A lot of bending and stretching. Now we just want to loosen. So feet are shoulder width apart, and let the arms flop around. Let's keep that spine upright and steady. That's the stability here. This is the stability, and we're just turning on that axis, making the arms just swing heavily, and just enjoy that. Ah, yeah. And slowly coming to standing still. Okay. Chair. You're not finished with the standing. We will come down to the floor shortly. The chair position, just checking your toes again. We're going to check this. This is something I really would try and encourage. So lift the toes, place them down, reconnecting with the earth each time. Lift the heels, place them down. Feel the feet. Now inhale, lift the arms up, stretch up, reach up to the ceiling. Now keep that extension from the fingertips to the base of the spine and sit back as if you're going to really send the bottom backwards, but keep the arms in line with the spine and also the neck. So you're looking down at the ground, taking the bottom as far back, but not going beyond a certain point. We want to keep that engagement with the abdominals and the thighs. Everything is engaged. Breathe. Keep extending the fingers away. That will help because you're not just then working with the thighs and the buttocks. We're really using the whole body here. Now use the inhale to come up. Exhale, arms coming down. Good. Lift the shoulders up, breathing in. Out through the mouth. And drop. And again, we'll try that again. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up high. Out through the mouth. Good. We are going to come down to the ground now. So take a walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up, take the shoulders back. Exhaling, taking the bottom back again. So we're coming down again at your own speed. So you can choose. I'm going to go a little bit slower and keep breathing. Slowly, slowly, down we go, and catch yourself when you need to. So you're not falling. Extend the legs out in front, bend the knees up and down, just bob them up and down. Loosen the legs. Less work for the legs now. And we're going to come into some seated forward bend. So first of all, Dandasana, the rod. We bring the hands either side of the hips here. So you see the arm is in line with the spine rather than leaning forwards or backwards. And the legs are together and the toes are pointing towards the ceiling. This is the key part. Lift the chest. So you're trying to sit as tall as you can. Another way of looking at it is imagine there's a wall behind you and you're pressing your shoulders back. You're trying to get as if your whole of your back from the base of the spine to the back of the head wants to make contact with that imaginary wall. So imagine that, how that feels. Sometimes it's a good practice to actually lean against a wall or something upright like this, seated, to see how it feels, to remind us. It's quite surprising sometimes how much we have to take the shoulders back to make contact. Now we release. That feels good. So now, seated forward bend. We're going to do this version to begin. So bend the right knee, just hug that into the body and let that right knee fall out to the side. You may want to put something underneath that knee if it's very high to support it, or the whole, put it under the thigh actually. And that right foot is going on the inside of that left thigh. So we're going to come into a little twist to get the body more aligned with this left leg. So we take the left hand behind and we take the right hand on the outside of that left knee. Inhale, lift the chest. So we're not leaning forwards. We're really keeping the body upright. You notice that. Exhaling, taking the belly around to the left on the exhale. Reaching up, lifting up, feeling like thread lifting from the crown. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. So the chest is coming around to the left now. Inhaling and exhaling. Every inhale, try to get a little bit more length from the spine. Feel the crown lifting, the chin slightly tucked in. Back of the neck is super long. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Taking that left shoulder back, turning the eyes to try and see how far behind you can see. Inhale one more time and exhale. Come back to the front. And we're facing this outstretched leg. Inhale, reach the arms up, look at the back of the hands and lead with the chest, coming forwards. Lead with the chest, the center here, leading. And it's working towards those toes. Hands can be on the ground, can be on the leg. If you have a strap, you can hold the hands, put the strap around the bottom of the foot and hold that. It's always another alternative if you want to do that. Otherwise, we're just going to try and focus on the release. See if we can create more space in the combination of listening to our body. What does that mean? It's really paying attention. It's paying close attention. So as you breathe out, see what the body is doing. Can you feel some give? So, you know, it's good in our practice where we are really encouraged to focus, to do it more. And that will start to creep into your everyday life, hopefully. Giving you more focus, better attention. And these things, of course, are key. You know, whatever we focus on, this is what becomes our reality. Good. And slowly relaxing down. Releasing down. Now use the inhale to come back up, lift the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, lower the arms down. Now we're going to bring that right knee up, bring the left knee up, and let our body just relax onto the knees. Let the face fall onto the knees. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let the back of the neck relax, let the backs of the shoulders relax. Feel the back of the heart just opening. Breathe into that whole chest area and out for the mouth. So we're going to just stretch the right leg out now and bring that left knee even tighter in. And then we're going to take that left knee out to the side. The left foot's on the inside of the thigh, right toe pointing upwards. Get yourself comfy. Sometimes it's quite nice just to lift yourself up there. Take the left hand on the outside of that right knee and the right hand behind, quite close to the body. So you can see I'm kind of between, my body's between these two arms. Inhale, lift up. So your chin is tucked in, your crown is going up, and as you exhale, the belly's coming around to the right this time. Inhale, reach up from the crown, drop the shoulders, and exhaling, twisting a little deeper. The ribs are coming around to the right shoulder, the eyes, the nose. Breathe in one more time. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Good. One more breath in. And untwist to the front. See how that feels. To unravel and untwist. It's nice. Now we're going to come into the forward bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look at the back of the hands. And take the chest. Lead with the middle of the chest. Breathing out all the way down. And let yourself land on the leg or on the ground. Come away a little bit on the inhale. And then exhale. You can hold the foot. You can hold the leg. You can put your hands on the ground. Whatever you're doing, keep contact with the toes. By that I mean keep your eyes looking at the toes rather than dropping your head to the knee. We're kind of losing a big part of this extension. You know, we're trying to take that chest forward. We're trying to lengthen the whole spine. And that's why you feel resistance. It's not because it's wrong. You know, better to feel the resistance and be much, you know, further away from the leg and work towards. The goal, in fact, isn't the goal anyway. That's just a point of reference to aim towards. And often that can change. We know this. Now we're just lifting up, inhaling, Exhale, the arms come down. Bring that left knee up. Bring the right knee up. Hug the knees. Let the body, the back of the body relax. Take the face to the knees. Hug your knees. Hug your body. So give yourself a bit of comfort there. A bit of love. Relax the back of the neck. Drop the shoulders. Create that space here. The back of the neck and shoulders. Back of the heart also. Slowly lift the head up. Bring the hands around the front of the knees. We come into our little balance, our little cosmic egg. So we take the weight forwards. You can see that difference from here. We lift the chest, we sit into the sit bones. So we're much more in a balanced position. Then we come onto the toes, take the toes forwards, and then toes come off the ground. So we're kind of lifting the knees off the ground a little bit and lifting the chest towards the knees. So we get that balance point. We don't want to be sitting back onto the sacrum. We want to sit forwards onto the sit bones. It's much more wobbly. You'll be working your abdominals a lot harder, and also your back as well. You'll be getting lots of attention, basically. And then release. Good. Have a look at these hips over here. So we let the knees fall to the sides, bring the soles of the feet together. Have a little rock side to side, just holding the feet. Nice and relaxed with the back to begin. We're just getting our seat a little bit here. Have a little rock side to side. Just giving the hips a bit of time to get used to this. Going with that soft approach. Soles of the feet together, either holding the ankles or holding the toes. Lifting, now we straighten the back. We lift the chest, we drop the shoulders down. Back of the neck is long. Then we start bringing the knees down to the ground. So you can see we've got these points moving away from each other. This is getting very long here. We're lifting the chest continually, opening the shoulders and dropping the shoulders down. We're also bringing the knees down to the side. Good. Breathe. Back of the neck is long. We're not looking up, keeping that whole spine from the crown to the base very long, very engaged. One more breath in and release. Let's try the other version. So now we're going to hold the feet. Place the thumbs on the inside, right in the center of the foot. Just give a few little presses there. How does that feel today? You know, sometimes it can feel quite sensitive, but usually what I like to do is just circle the thumbs in the middle of the foot, or press. It's like give yourself a little massage on the feet. Good. And you'll actually also find just by doing this, the knees start relaxing down, or the hips actually, that's what's really relaxing. The hips start opening up because we're taking our attention off of any kind of effort. And also now we're going to open up these feet like a little book. So the thumbs stay in the center and the hands on the outside of the foot. And we're going to relax and soften the back. So we're curved back now. And the head, the crown is aiming for the center of these feet. So we're just breathing again, bringing the head down. You can feel maybe your elbows might start to press on the inside of the thighs. That's great. That's going to help. Breathe deeply. So take a deep breath in through the nostrils and a long, slow breath out through the nostrils. So very curved in the spine, as curved as we can. So we were very straight with the spine, now we're really curved. Good. Slowly come out, lift the head up slowly, uncurl slowly. Lift the knees up, hug the knees again. Just let the face fall to the knees, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Let's take the legs out stretched now. Nice and wide, not so wide, you don't want to injure this delicate area, the inside of the thighs. So take it to your extent. You don't have to go as wide as me. You can sit on a cushion if you want here. You can just adjust. I like to lift myself up there. Toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Try and see if we can maintain that. We're going to turn the body towards the right. So lots of twists and turns and lots of backs of the legs and chest and shoulder and back work. Face the body towards that right leg. And then we're just going to walk the hands. But again, the chest is wanting to lead and work towards the toes. Breathe, 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 breathe. And you could take hold of the leg or whatever feels good to you. But take it to where you can go. Try to watch that left foot hasn't kind of rolled in. It's staying pointing towards the ceiling. Good. Stay a little bit longer. Now walk the hands back up, come to center, turn through the center, and then turn the body towards the left leg. Keep both the feet pointing upwards. Now walking the chest towards the toes. Chest is coming towards the toes. It doesn't matter how far forward, better that you keep this integrity, this length in the spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe deeply. Even close your eyes, you know, you don't need your eyes particularly here. But if you are closing your eyes, just keep the chin going forwards, keep the chest going forward, so we're not dropping our face down. Good. Notice where you're feeling that in your body. Now walk the hands back up, come to center, and now for the middle. So you're going to walk your hands forward. If your hands just come to here, that's great. That's nothing, you know, it's wherever you are at. There's no point being anywhere else. You may as well be where you are. And we just walk the hands forward as far as they can go. Try to keep those toes going up to the ceiling. And breathing, reaching and breathing, finding that point of discomfort or the point of resistance. Meet it with friendliness, gratitude that's taking care of you, and care and compassion for yourself. Slowly walking the hands back up. Good. And then we're going to release these. So we just lift and bring them together again. Bring them together, hug the knees, soften everything. Ah, good. Stretch the legs out. Take a last bit of effort here before we lay down the body. Come into the last part. So we're just stretching the fingers towards the toes and slowly laying the body down. See how slowly. See what's the slowest you can do this. Reaching toward the toes, keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Keep holding that tension. Really working to develop your strength in your center, and then let it go once you're down. Just enjoy that feeling. Let the feet fall out to the sides, maybe rolling the legs to soften them. Feel that in the hips, just releasing, arms away from the sides, palms facing the ceiling. Back of the neck long, just breathe in through the nostrils. Enjoy, relax, release. So let's do a little hugging of the knees. So bring the knees into the chest. Have a little rock and roll. A little rock and roll on the back. And then we're going to just do a little bit of spinal movement and breathing. So just rolling with your hands around the knees, circling the knees, easing out the knees. Just reminding the knees you're with them, you're on their side there. Now, hands are around the front of the knees. Inhale, take the knees away. Exhale, bring the knees into the body and lift the head up, making yourself as curved as possible. Inhale, take the knees away, making space between the knees or the thighs and the body. Extending the arms fully. Exhale, making ourselves as small as possible. You'll notice the base of the spine lifts off the ground as well. Inhale. And exhale. So simple. Breath and body. Spinal movement. And develop our flexibility, stability, suppleness in this way. Inhaling. Moving with the breath. Having the breath as our anchor, as our ally. If you want to now, you can make this a bit bigger movement. So if you want to take the hands away, the arms go right up to the ground and the knees come away as far as you want to. It could be here. It could even be with the legs completely extended, not on the ground, but you need to keep that back glued to the ground because this is where your abdominals want to work. And then exhaling, coming back to this little leg, exhaling, inhaling, expansion followed by contraction. So you choose how big you want to make this. You can stay with this one, you know, you're just holding the knees here, making this very curved shape, or taking the knees to the position you feel is good for you today. But we're always coming back to this very small little seed and expanding as big or as small as you want to. On the inhale and the exhale, squeezing the breath out. Let's do one more of these. And exhale. Squeeze the knees in. Keep the head on the ground now this time. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of a stretch across the groin here. Just a nice releasing one, I hope. So put the right foot on the ground, slide that leg away, and we're holding on to the left knee. So left hand comes around the front of the left knee, right hand lower down on the ankle or the top of the foot. And we breathe in, maybe relax that a little bit. And as we breathe out, we draw that into the body a little bit more. And we breathe in. And as we exhale through the nostrils, we squeeze that knee into the body. This is great for your digestive system. On this side, actually, it's digestive system and for, internal organs. So it's nice, breathing out. And then we'll just loosen up that hip a little bit by rocking back and forth. So holding the knee and holding the ankle or foot and just opening the hip a little bit, seeing what the range of movement, rocking that back and forth across the body. How does that feel? It's definitely warming that hip up a little bit. Now we're going to come to a stop and we extend that left leg, push the heel up to the ceiling. If it feels too much, put the right foot on the ground. You have a bit of volume control there. Otherwise, keep that leg outstretched. And take hold behind the thigh to begin. Pushing the heel up. So you want to get a straight leg, even if it's not quite, here. Doesn't matter where it is, but we'll try and catch hold behind the thigh. Keep that extension. And then gradually, let the leg relax towards you, but don't force it. You can even take hold behind the calf if you feel that's accessible to you, but it's not, it's not necessary. So really just releasing the backs of the legs to the ground. Okay. Now we're going to release that, bend the knee. If your right foot's on the ground, slide it away now. We're going to come into a twist. You'll need that leg out of the way. Right hand on the right knee. Breathe in. As you breathe out, take the knee right over the body. So lots of twists today. Release some tension. Take the head over to the left. Extend the left arm out to the side. That right hand can rest on the outside of the thigh and the knee, just to encourage that twist. Try and slowly bring the left shoulder's likely to be off the ground. Try and bring both the shoulders down. And we're attempting to get this left knee over to the right side and working towards the ground with that. Breathe. This is the key. Breath is everything. Breath is life, so we change our breath, we can change our life. Simple as that. Breathing in, breathing out. Now slowly soften this and start to use the inhale to lift that knee back up slowly, because it's a strong twist, and squeeze the knee in again one more time. Place the sole of the foot on the ground, slide that leg away. Now we bend the right knee and draw that in. So the right hand goes around the front of the knee, left hand lower down on the foot. Breathing in and breathing out, drawing that knee into the body, drawing the whole lower leg, squeezing. Inhale, relax it. Exhale, squeezing. Expansion across the groin area, into the hip a little bit. And then I'll have a little rock side to side. So we're just rocking that hip side to side, opening the hip, holding the leg, holding the ankle and the knee. We're just releasing that hip. Hips just tend to gather a lot of tension. Think about the major joints, the hips and the shoulders particularly, because they're major junctions between big parts of the body. So we need to keep them warm, in movement and flowing. We need to move them and give them breath and give them attention. Now we're going to take that right heel up to the ceiling, take hold behind the right thigh. Bend the left knee if you need to. If you need to soften this at all. Push that heel up. Draw the toes towards you. Take hold behind the calf if it's comfortable for you. Don't push or force anything. Breathe deep and long. Breathe deep and long. Good. And then Release that again, bend that right knee, squeeze it into the body. If your left foot is on the ground, slide it away now to give space for the twist. Left hand on the right knee, right hand out to the side. Breathe in, breathing out, take the knee right over the body. And looking down the right arm now. And close the eyes if you want to. So big twist, release. Feel the shoulders are sinking down to the ground. Feel that that right knee is going down to the ground on the left side of the body. Breathe deeply. Breathe. One more breath in and out. On the next inhale, slowly bring the head to center, slowly lift the knee to center. Take your time there because it's a strong twist. Squeeze the knee in, place the sole of the foot on the ground, slide the leg away. We're just coming to an end now. So we're just stretching the body, pointing the toes. Fingers, hips, extending away from the toes. Point the toes, breathing in, push the heels away, breathing out. So we'll just try this a few times. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. Good. And then relax the legs. Put some space between the heels, let them flop in and out. Breathe in here, and as you exhale, bring the hands forward through space. And let the hands land either side of the body. And roll the arms up. So roll them out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. Tuck the chin in lightly. Close the eyes. We're coming into relaxation now. Just for a moment, just to seal practice. So breathe, breathe, breathe. Eyes are closed. You might want to cover yourself if you find yourself cooling down, which is very possible. Your body will get cooler as it stays still. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Just let it go. Give yourself just this minute or two, lying still and quiet in relaxation. Breath coming in and out through the nostrils now, just softening, just softening. Breath coming in, breath going out. Feel the ground beneath you, holding you, supporting you, giving you stability and strength. The earth is a resource for our resilience. And feeling the breath moving in the body, your aliveness, your life force moving in and out. Just following the breath, watching the body rise and fall as you breathe in and out. So we come to the end of our practice today. Start to move and stretch and come back, come back. Come back to the present moment, back to the day, back to everything, all the business of life. Just slowly bring yourself back. Breathe a little deeper. Yeah. And with this theme of groundedness, seems to have come into the practice today, this feeling grounded, being earthed. It's a great tip, you know, this thing about bringing your focus into the feet. And I have a little quote here, which I just love. I've used this many times before. And it's just kind of aligning with trees. A tree has roots in the soil, yet reaches to the sky. It tells us that in order to aspire, we need to be grounded, and that no matter how high we go, it is from our roots that we draw sustenance. And that's from Wangari Maathai. Lovely. So we need to be grounded to be able to grow. Beautiful. Let's just finish with our Sankalpa. Let's rub the body a little bit just to feel our edges, make sure our mind is out. And I'm going to just rub the palms together, make a bit of heat and energy between the palms. Wow, extra fire. And place the palms over the heart center. So really, whatever we need over these next few weeks, so just bringing that into mind, what we want to manifest, how we want to be, what we want to encourage in ourselves, make this into an affirmation and intention, a Sankalpa, if you like. So say that to yourself. What is it you want to remind yourself? How you want to be? Good. Just say that to yourself a few times. And every now and again over the next few weeks, just come back to this Sankalpa and it will serve you. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice today.